Hi there, I'm Mike, and I did it. With this video, I recorded a video for every figure I got in the Black Series this year. Yay me! So for the last figure of the year, we have the Holocomm Darth Vader. This is the only Holocomm that I would have been interested in. I don't even think I want Emperor if they eventually do one, which I'm pretty sure they are. But for some reason, with all the other Darth Vaders I have, it isn't so much that I care about this being like a hologram of Darth Vader, which I know a lot of people are. Heck, Landspeeder Luke's got a really cool little 3D printed display you can print to make it look like this is like a hologram in your collection, which is cool, but I don't care about that. For me, 100%, this is about just having another Darth Vader in my collection that's different from my other ones, because for some reason I just really like collecting Black Series Darth Vaders. I don't have a better reason for that. It is a little disappointing, I think, that this is the last figure I'm looking at for the year. It's Christmas time. I feel like we're going out with like such a weird one to talk about when I've had so many better ones that we've looked at recently, just the last video. But you know, it had to end somewhere this year. Obviously, we'll start next year with my top 10 of what happened this year. But to go out on this, I guess I can spin it like it's a ghost, like it's a Scrooge ghost or something. I don't know. Something bugs me a little bit about it, but I'll plug through and let's take a look at it in my light box in the booth. So here we have Holocomm Darth Vader in his box. I mean, as far as boxes go, as far as Black Series boxes go, this is pretty nice. It's clearly the deluxe box shape. I'm pretty sure this was only like $28, so it wasn't deluxe price, which is nice. I found it very interesting that Darth Vader is so flamboyant in the box. I have not opened this. This is how it came to me from Amazon, and this is an Amazon exclusive, if you're wondering. Now, I don't have hardly any holocomms. In fact, the only one I have is the Han Solo one that I got for free from my friend Landspeeder Luke. It was super nice of him to send that to me. I got it last year. It was cool. It's fine, but it's not my thing. But I do have it and I do display it. But I didn't really care about buying any of the other ones. The Darth Vader one only, like I said, appealed to me because I have so many Darth Vaders. I've got the original one, I've got the red one, I've got the blue one. This is another blue one, but this one's a translucent blue one. You know, there's so many different. I got the white one. There's just so many Darth Vaders that I have now, and this is just another one to get. So let's not really beat around the bush. This is the box, but it's just a box. Who cares? The back doesn't say anything specific about Darth Vader, but if you don't know about Darth Vader, I feel like, I mean, there's better places to learn that than a video on him here. So let's go ahead and get him out of the box. There we go. So here's Darth Vader out of the box, and he is exactly what you would expect him to be. He's a blue, translucent looking Darth Vader. Right off the bat, I mean, I think a lot of it looks cool. I think especially like his boots and his pants look really cool. Even I like the way the joints look on his arms. The center is a lot darker because there's a lot more plastic to it, whereas, you know, the helmet is a lot lighter because it's thinner plastic. There's nothing that pops off on here. I like the way it looks. I really do. I think it looks pretty nice. The biggest problem I have is I feel like the blue translucent cape, just like always, they do the capes too big. Like, this is too much cape. But also because of the material, it feels a little ratty, especially the underrobe here. And secondly, this underrobe should be under the armor here. And I really do I want to tuck it under. I want to tuck it under so bad. I might just do it off camera right now and do that. Okay, so the armor part up here is glued down to the body, but not very hard. I just used my spudger and sort of lifted it up, and it slid under pretty well. And the reason I really wanted this down is because this, I don't know if there's any specific Vader look is going for, other than this is the exact same mold as the Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader. So I wanted it to be under, although I understand why they didn't do it, because you can see how bunched up it is underneath the armor part, because it doesn't cover it up like it usually does. I'm sure I could take some time and get that done a lot more cleanly. But for now, I like it better this way. I don't like the look of Darth Vader's underrobe being over his armor. I know that's how it looked in like Empire in A New Hope, but that's easily my least favorite look for Darth Vader. So other than that, like it's just Darth Vader, but he is blue. Since this is the Empire Strikes Back one, he has the butterfly joints, which is the only reason why this Darth Vader is superior to the other Darth Vaders, and all the ones that obviously use this mold is because of that. I mean, there's not much to go over. I've already gone over Darth Vader like a million times on my channel. He's got the same articulation, same molding, like nothing's different here. So let's take a look at his accessories. First, he does have his lightsaber. It's Darth Vader's lightsaber. It's blue. It's translucent. It is a little weird, having Darth Vader have a blue lightsaber. What I might do is take this blade off and put it with the redeemed Darth Vader, so I can go back to using that Darth Vader's actual lightsaber. Then I can have this one probably just have it on his belt, like hooked in, because I don't think Darth Vader would ever have to be on Holocomm. He's not Darth Maul. He's not activating his lightsaber on on Holocomm here to threaten anyone. Like, he doesn't need to do that. But that's probably what I'll do here. And then the second thing he comes with is, of course, this hologram puck. Now I'm going to move you over here so I don't hit you. The hologram puck is just a basic kind of puck. So what this is meant to be is like a real world, actual 1-for-1 puck that they use for putting bounties on. That's the original one. So this is Han Solo's. And what this basically says in Arabic is wanted, and then the credits, which I believe this is 20,000 credits or maybe 30,000 credits. I don't remember if that's a 2 or a 3, but I'm pretty sure that's a 3 actually, now that I think about it. So he's got a lot of credits. Darth Vader does come with one, but I think his just says something like, I think it's just propaganda for the Empire. I don't remember exactly what it says. This does need batteries. It takes 3 AA's. And then there's a button right there, and that turns it on. And there's a hole for the little sign. Although, honestly, I don't know. I might not use the sign. In fact, it's weird. The hole for the sign is covered up by Darth Vader's feet. Unless you put them on backwards, in which case the sign is behind him, which I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. But maybe it is, because this is the only way to put it on there as it is. Let's see if I can turn down the lights to see how well this works. I mean, it's fine. It's about as good as Han Solo's. It's not a good effect. I did use it last year on my Jacob Marley video, if you want to go watch that. I did a review of the Christmas Carol Jacob Marley from Four Horseman's FIgura Obscura line, and that was neat. I think if you hold this down, it stays on for like 30 minutes instead of just 15 seconds. I do like that it flickers like it's a show. I did use the puck last year for that review because he's a ghost, so it worked. He's kind of translucent-ish, and that was fun. It was a fun thing to do in that video, but I just don't know if I like it for Star Wars. I'm probably not gonna buy. I don't think anything else would come out that would make me want to do this. I just don't think there's anything else that would make me want to buy another Holocomm figure. I think this is fine. I don't collect any other characters like this. Darth Vader is pretty much it. Like if you did a Luke Skywalker or whatever. They did a Mando, they did an Ahsoka. I don't know. I just don't care. Not even Darth Maul. Darth Vader was pretty much it for me. I got it, and I'm done with Holocomm. And that kind of feels good. It feels good not being a completionist. But honestly, this feels a little bit of a bummer for being the last video. I've done so many long, big videos this year, and this one just feels so relatively short and less Christmassy than I wanted. This doesn't feel like a ghost at all. What if we took a look at a ghost? Yeah, so I needed something with a little bit more Christmas cheer to it, and that just wasn't cutting it. So I figure instead I'm tricking you all into watching a video that most of you probably wouldn't have watched, which is the Figura Obscura Ghost of Christmas Past. Listen, okay, first of all, I don't even need this. I have a beard. Horseman has become my favorite toy manufacturer, more than any other toy manufacturer, I think, in my entire life. The quality of work they put out, the different characters, I'm willing to spend more money with them than I am pretty much anyone else. Like if they somehow got the Star Wars license, I don't care that I have to start all over. I'd be in. But I'm glad they don't. I'm glad they're kind of doing their own thing. Or specifically, every holiday, they've been putting out, since 2021, they've been doing holiday figures. I've reviewed them on my channel. No one watches them. So hopefully this changes that a little bit, but maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, so this is the Ghost of Christmas Past. It's the second in their Christmas Carol thing. So let's take a look at it in the booth, and maybe you'll discover why I love these as much as I do. I really should do more videos on these figures. Heck, like I'll probably throw some in the book. Just they're so cool. Anyways, let's take a look at it. So here we have the Ghost of Christmas Past. Now I'm just going to say right off the bat, first of all, I love that they do this. They've done a lot of literary characters with this Figura Obscura line, and I think that's just so neat. So this is actually our second Christmas Carol figure. Like I said earlier, we got the Jacob Marley. I think I might have said Bob Marley. We got the Jacob Marley Ghost last year. We got Krampus one year. We've gotten a Father Christmas the year after that. So, Christmas time has been fun, but the last 2 years they've been focusing on A Christmas Carol. And those aren't the only literary figures they've done. They did the Frankenstein's Creature, which is actually based on the book, not any movies or anything, which I think is pretty cool. They've also done the Red Mask of Death from an Edgar Allan Poe. I love that they're leaning into these like literary figures. I never thought that I'd want a line of literary figures, but let's take a look at the box here. I don't want to really get too into it, but this box is absolutely gorgeous, just like any of the other Figura Obscura figures. The artwork is fantastic. There's actually a little blurb, I believe, if you want to pause it and try reading it. This is the whole blurb of the Ghost of Christmas Past. So like that, they put that whole thing on here, and you can, because the Ghost of Christmas Past, Christmas Carol is it's public domain. They don't have to have any rights to it or anything, and that's cool. It's cool they can do that. Just like all the other boxes, the front and back is held on with a magnet, and you get this really cool like background display here. And I think this is supposed to be like the Fezziwig party, the Christmas party. And I know a lot of these people are Four Horsemen employees, the artwork on here, which I think is pretty cool too. And then of course we have the box. Now I've taken everything out of there, so we're not gonna put that there. And yeah, let's go ahead and get her on the screen here on the front. And I've got her posed basically how I want her, but I might take some stuff off. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this this Santa jacket is
Real hot.
This is the Ghost of Christmas Past. Now, in the passage, she has 4 arms, because in the passage it says she's kind of amorphous in terms of like her appendage count, where sometimes she had 2, sometimes she had 4, and they would kind of go in and out. There's this little add-on thing right here that you could take off. I do feel like maybe they got the measurements wrong, because I do feel like this should have been up here at the shoulders, but maybe it also wouldn't work with the hair. If you look at the front, the extra arms are all up by her shoulders, and I like the look of that better than this kind of spiral looking thing here. But whatever, like this is fine. Like I'll take it. I get the point. It looks good. This is her standard head. She has this really cool looking crown. It's got these like translucent crystals on it. It's got this fire that's painted to where it's bright down here, like she's glowing. That's kind of the dealio there. Her soft goods is incredible. Everything's wired, and that means it's posable. So the belt is posable. This little skirt hem is posable, and that's cool, but also a burden. Because if you really care about how it looks, like if you're trying to get her to stand like the wind's blowing or something, there's just so much you have to worry about to make it look good. But I also do like, that you can put that effort into it. Same thing, she's got like a dual cape back here, and the whole thing is wired. And it looks really, really nice. So the sculpt on the hair is great. The sculpt on the arms is great. You can remove all the soft goods. I'm not going to. There are videos like Dork Layer that have, but it's just, I don't know, it's just a lot of work, guys, and I'm not feeling it. But this is what you get. Now, she does come with this little staff, and then this is a candle snuffer, I guess, or you can put out candles with it. She also does come with this holly branch, because it says she was carrying a holly branch, and it's really nice. It's sculpted pretty well. It's just kind of weird to put in her hand, like sure, she's holding holly. There she is. She sure is. Like it's fine, but it's not my favorite thing. She also comes with this little piece, and I love it when they do this. There's like little world building pieces, like the Red Mask of Death came with a clock. Jacob Marley's Ghost came with a ton of like books and saves and coffers and stuff. Frankenstein's creature came with a whole ass table, like an operating table. So, there's a lot of stuff that they come with, but this is glorious. This looks great, but it's not just this. There's a lot of stuff you can do. She comes with a couple other accessories. First, she's got a ton of hands. We've got more open hands, because she's got 4 arms, so she needs a lot of hands. She's got some, left, right, kind of graspy hand like this, like kind of clawed. She's got more open splayed ones, which I have on her right now. She's got fists. If you want to throw in some fists, she can do that. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do with these hands that are really nice. She also comes with this little snuffer that you could put on her head. Not this head, but she does come with other heads, and we'll get into that. But in the story, this is how Scrooge makes her go away by putting it on top of her head to kind of put her out. When he wants her to leave and bother him no more. So that's kind of neat. It's really painted well. A lot of good golds and silvers and a lot of good sculpting. It's really nice. And like I said, she does come with alternate, not just alternate heads, but alternate hair. So if we pop her head off here, so we have this head, and it's a nice head. Let me get some light on here. There we go. It's a really nice head. The skin on this one is supposed to be sort of like smooth, sort of elf-like or childlike. The hair is actually removable. So if you want to, you can put just plain hair on her head. So she doesn't have the crown. She's just got regular hair. And then that's where you can put this on her head if you want to. I'm never going to, but you can. That's what it's there for. So not only does she have different hair, but she has different faces. So just like her arms and in the story, her face and her features sort of decay and change. So this is her sort of half decayed, where like her eyes going milky and blind. Her face is sort of getting emaciated, and her skin is is going bad. So that's kind of the partial transformation. And then she's got, you know, the full on death, whatever, if you want. So you got options for how you want her to look. How scary you want her to be. Do you want her to have just the 2 arms? Do you want her to have 4 arms? Do you want her to have a crown? Do you want her to have regular hair? Do you want her to have, you know, pretty face, ugly face, half pretty, half ugly? There's tons of options here. And I do think that that's really cool. There's one other accessory, and if you're worried about spoilers, because there are some people that are, I'll put a timestamp on here. You can skip to if you don't want to be spoiled. But she also comes with this head. They do this every year where they have some kind of crazy, you know, different head that they hide. This one came in a black sealed bag that you had to open. So it's very similar to like the deformed head, but her mouth is obviously gaping and she's got sharp teeth. But what's cool about this is it works the same way as the other head. So you can pull the head off the hair. So if you want her to have, you know, like the pretty face, but you want darker hair, if you want to use her for a custom or something like that, you can do that. The hair works just fine. And I think that's pretty cool. You can also, if you want to, put the deformed head on like the crown and just have a crazy ass ghoul. There's just so many options, and I love all the options you get. I think that that's pretty rad. Now for me, I mean, this is how I'm going to display her on my shelves, but I love this so much. I am going to display her year round. I just think she's so cool. I have Marley displayed year round, so I don't know why I wouldn't display her year round. They just did such a good job on her. 4 Horsemen, like I said, they're my favorite toy manufacturer of the year, and they have been for some time. Jada Toys is a good one too, and I made a whole video on like Street Fighter and stuff. But man, I have spent more money willingly and happily with 4 Horsemen than anything else. I mean, they've got a whole dragon coming out, and they've got 3 different lines. So this is FIgura Obscura. This is their sort of literary, just kind of mythos kind of thing. Like they did Krampus, they did Headless Horseman, they did the Gods of Egypt, they've done the Monkey King. But, you know, they've got other lines. So this is from the Retailer Appreciation Wave. This is Mythic Legions. And what's cool about this is because it's the same manufacturer and they're pretty much all the same line. All of these parts work together. So if you want to, for the most part, a lot of things are interchangeable. This is like, I think his name is Lige or something like that. He's an elf, but he also comes with parts to be an orc if you want to change him out. And I think that's pretty cool. I love his armor. The gold looks really, really nice. I got this from ToySnowman because it was a retailer appreciation thing and only retailers get it. So you couldn't buy it even from 4 Horsemen. And in that same vein, this is from Cosmic Legions. This is also a retailer appreciation. I just got these. And that is their Fisher Price. I just got that from ToySnowman as well. And I love him. He's so cool. Again, he comes with so much stuff. Like you can take that off. He comes with an actual head that you can replace to make it look like the original Fisher Price Adventure People alien. There's just so much you can do here. I realize he's not fully in frame. He's got alternate arms. He's got alternate legs. He's got alternate chest piece. He just has so much, a couple different weapons. There's just so many different ways that you can configure him. Even though this is basically the same, I've collected this figure a few times now in the Cosmic Legions. Like the parts aren't different, but it's the paint that they just do such a good job. There's not a thing on here that isn't painted, even with just the black. Like it's still painted. And it just looks so good. I absolutely love it. So 4 Horsemen, 100% my favorite toy manufacturer of the year. The Mythic Cosmic Legions Figure Obscura, my favorite line. I wish I loved anything Hasbro did as much as I love anything that 4 Horsemen does, because it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, that's it. I didn't want to take up too much time, but I wanted to get something festive in, and the Darth Vader just wasn't cutting it. So thank you everyone for putting up with me and doing this video. I really do love toys. I love making videos. I like it that people care that I make videos. And I'm glad that I could do a video on every Black Series figure I got this year, plus more. And that makes me feel really good. Anyways, I'm going to give this toy... This isn't my favorite character. Like, if they'd done the Ghost of Christmas Future or even Present, I would have liked that a lot more. And I'm sure they will. Like, they've done one of these a year. So by 2028, I'll have the whole Ghost crew. But I'm going to give this, man, it's like a 4 out of 5, and maybe even a 4.5 out of 5. She was a little pricey. She was $60. But I feel like for all the stuff you get, the quality you get, everything is so nice. But yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for getting this far. I want to thank these people here for supporting me on my channel as a channel member. It means a lot to me that people do that. And I will see you guys in the new year for my next video, which will be my top 10 Black Series figures of 2024. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting this far. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.